Hi, thanks for joining us. This is episode 5, and we are going to talk today about the SDG, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, number 3, which is about the health and well-being for all. So, what I want to talk to you a little bit about is what we were noticing is the newest reports from the SDG goals have shown that while we were decreasing before the pandemic, what the pandemic has brought is some starking new numbers in all areas. So, number 3 talks about ensuring the healthy lives and promoting well being at all ages. And it's essential to sustainable development. So, the global crisis that the world is facing is unlike any other. COVID 19 has spread human suffering, it's destabilized the global economy, and it's upended billions of lives around the globe. So before the pandemic, there was major progress made in improving the health of millions of people. There was significant strides being made in increasing life expectancy, reducing some of the common killers that are associated with child and maternal mortality. More efforts are needed to fully eradicate a wide range of diseases and address many different persistent and emerging health issues. So, by focusing on providing more efficient funding of health systems, improve sanitation and hygiene, and increase access to physicians, significant progress can be made in helping to save the lives of millions. So, we're here to talk to you about some of the solutions and the alignment that we have with the UN's SDG goal number 3.
And one of the things we did was starting out is opening up a nonprofit arm called humanifest. And what humanifest is primary goal is to improve the well-being of 8 key target audiences, being homeless, handicap, elders or senior citizens, teachers, first responders, whether it be firefighters, EMTs, law enforcement, people who suffer from redlining or refugees, uh, of course, veterans, and then children or now adults who age out of the foster care program. So, what Humanifest aims to do is out of our 300 homes, 100 of them are going to be specifically for short term and long term rentals, as well as to provide housing opportunities with these two groups of people. So our collaboration with Humanifest, which is a nonprofit, it provides housing, mental health, and education for those 8 groups of people to help them reintegrate or integrate with today's latest technologies and all the different things that EverSmart City is going to be providing. We're going to have education centers, we're going to have collaborative workspaces, we're going to have worker spaces where people can use different machines, whether it be like welders, 3D printers, tools they can use, workbenches, printers, different tools that they can use in the maker space to use, to make tables, benches, and other things that they choose to. One of the things in that space, though, is also going to be the volunteering of almost kind of like a mentorship or apprenticeship type atmosphere where it allows the people in these 8 groups, whether it's from homelessness, from homeless people to veterans to foster kids, to be able to learn different skills hands on, to be able to work with the business owners that live in the community and learn these different skills hands on, as well as be able to have access to our community center that has gyms, it has access to nutritionists, has access to chiropractors, yoga practitioners, people who are doing breath work workshops or different yoga workshops, different things that they can um, attend to be able to help them learn how to grow, heal, and nurture their health, body, mind, and spirit. Um, all these different things are going to be within the community, not just for people that live in the community, but also for the surrounding public to be able to come and participate as well and be able to collaborate with everyone in the community. It's going to be pretty much an opportunity for EverSmart City to be able to provide pretty much Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is like health, shelter, now electricity, water, and food. And so, by partnering with humanifest, our communities developed in such ways that encourage people to walk, move, breathe around the fresh air, walk around the community. We'll have different programs in the community where they can go volunteer and help out around the community. We'll have different trees planted throughout the community, whether it's fresh fruit or other plants, whether they're native to the location. So our first cities in Phoenix are native to the location. That helps people breathe. That helps really be stewards of the habitat in its current spot. So not just for the people, but also the nature's habitat for the insects, the plants, the bugs, um, the birds, all the animals. Everything's going to be as holistic as we can make it to fit that habitat's ecosystem, and that habitat's environment. So it will be a learning environment as well to learn, the different plants in that habitat that will be spread throughout the community. Um, One of our goals is to really not create a giant footprint, but really just be stewards of the land, to really encourage people of health and well-being, not just for themselves, but just in a whole holistic mindset, both mind, body, and Mother Earth, nature itself. Learning how to treat and care for the land, as well as how to treat and care for their own mind, body, and spirit through health. Through we'll have obviously, I was mentioning different programs in terms of like yoga and Pilates and everything. We'll have different workshops for meditation, different things, even AA meetings, or different healing classes for mental trauma or mental illness, to be able to help support people, help them, educate them, as well as um, women empowerment. So that's one of the things Sophia is really big on with the UN, is integrating women empowerment into our community as well. And she can kind of speak more on that. Ooh, muted.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Thank you. At the heart of what I speak about on other interviews is women's financial sovereignty, firmly believing that when the women are okay, the world rights itself, being that they're the source of all life and that they're the majority of the times the caretakers for children. So therefore, they shape the future. So, what we're looking at is ensuring that there is a safe and thriving atmosphere for single mothers, for working mothers, where the whole community engages in the assistance of raising the children. So, we incorporate senior citizens to help out with the children after school that aren't in maybe athletics or another type of program, and they can go and hang out with the senior citizens that actually are the ones that know how to do things and make things work, and they can go in the makerspace and learn how to build things. And we have programs that teach women about cryptocurrency and finances and how to get their businesses up and running, and also about nutrition and how to ensure that their bodies and their minds are well taken care of so that they can be happy. And once that gets righted, as we say, we strongly believe that the whole world rights itself once we take care of that.
Absolutely. So one of this community is more than just providing businesses or entrepreneurs the opportunity to have affordable housing and have a storefront too, but it's mainly to bring wholeness back to civilization, back to mankind. Um, Bringing people together through community and through health and through wellness, both financial health and physical health are going to be the two important aspects for the prosperity of our communities, and I believe the civilization going forward.
All right, so we want to end with some statistics that came from the UN. While you guys start to see some links that we're putting on, please like us on LinkedIn. We are definitely trying to promote that page, and LinkedIn has some rules about you have to reach a certain number of likes in order for us to do that. So number 3 is SDGs. What they're talking about is these are all new ones that have just came out because of the pandemic and the studies that have shown, but it's it's certainly halted, and it's possibly starting to reverse all the progress that we've made in life expectancy. 90% of countries are still reporting disruption to essential health services, and we're seeing an even greater impact because of the war in Ukraine. So there's also a decade of progress that we made in reproductive health, maternal health, and in child welfare, and all of that is stalled and is looking at being reversed, all of the growth that we made in that. So what we're looking at is how can we provide solutions and showcase that it's actually far more lucrative to address these challenges in a collaborative manner. It's just way more lucrative to go about doing that in the front end, and then it directly results in the stewardship of each other and of the planet. So my name is Sophia Olivas. This is Mark Anthony, and we thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to you tuning in tomorrow.